This is your man who did it this time, coming at you with another episode, another installment to the classic series, Take the Kid Gloves Off. Well, we like to make it just plain. We want to have healthy dialogue, but we don't need to talk in metaphors. Let's just come out and make it plain. But with that being said, we're going to talk about 4 for 4 this summer. We're going to talk about some things that are in plain sight. Giving honor to the Most High, who's the head of my life, I just want to make sure that I'm not confusing and that I'm trying to make sure that you are spiritually as well as mentally aware of all of the things that are around us. I know there is a lot of other content creators who do such a thorough job, so I know I'm not alone. And I want to encourage you, brothers and sisters, to continue to talk to one another, educate, communicate, and sometimes you have to sit back and be patient to watch these seeds of information grow. But with that being said, the first movie that I want to cover is Disney Elemental, where it's about a family full of water as well as another family that's a flame, I do believe. So it's a family full of flame. The storyline, from what I saw when I went to see the movie The Little Mermaid with my family, my niece, my daughter, my wife, and my sister and her family as well. We saw that this family of fire, the father was very skeptical of the family that's full of, I guess, raindrops or water. And from the previews, you see that there's confusion. Why the water shouldn't be dating a flame. But all you hear in the background is you don't have to listen to your father. Your father's so old school. Your father this, your father that. And Pixar, which is under Disney, I do believe. If you brothers know something differently, please correct me. You all may think that they're talking about the earth, your family, when it comes to your father. And yes, Disney, for the most part, has gone so woke that it's walked away from the patriarch views, even though some of you brothers and sisters may not want things to be addressed with patriarch and matriarch, but it is a real thing. We have a lot of talents and gifts from our mother, but then there's a lot of things that we gain from our father. Those roles are essential to your upbringing, whether you like it or not. And before I forget, shout out to all of the fathers. And I know I haven't been on here in a while. Shout out to all of you mothers last month for Mother's Day. But in the movie, they're talking about disobeying the father. So just pay attention. You know, I do encourage you brothers to go out and watch it if you got kids. But when you watch it, allow your children to be entertained. But you are supposed to become informed and not influenced from the madness. Second thing, when it comes to the game Diablo the 4th, I'm a little late. June 6, 2023. I'm going to just make it plain, y'all. June is 6, the month. Obviously, 6 is the day. The year, 2 times 3 is 6. Now, some of you brothers will walk around here, especially you Afrocentric fellows. You will say that 3 6s or something from the periodic table and there's elements. All of that is nice and that's very cute when it comes to the science behind things. But if you study the word science, even that is not a definite. Look it up for yourself, what science really means. We like to say, and when I say we, I'm talking about the brothers of the known, we are biblical. We understand what that number represents. So be aware, if your kids are playing the game Diablo 4, be aware when it came out. Not necessarily when the brain trust and everything was starting to be created in its conceiving process. We're not talking about that. We're talking about when it was marketed And when they market these games and put them on sale, there's a reason why they put certain dates on certain things. Certain Tuesdays after a full moon. All of that is relevant to the craft, so-called craft. Next, the movie Transformers: Rise of the Beast. Sticking to the concept and the conversational piece of being biblical. We understand that number, as mentioned before, 666, is very relevant. Well, so is the term the rise of the beast. Transformers is going to try to make sure that they make it entertaining. And again, I encourage you, brothers, go see things. Don't let your life be so consumed with being fearful. You're supposed to be entertained. But spiritually, you're supposed to be aware. Rise of the beast. What beast? What beast we talking about? Some fictional crap? And lastly, the Black Demon, which is almost like a spinoff of Jaws or the Meg, but it's about a shark, the Black Demon, and it's talking about the water. Now, I could have a subtitle and talk about all these movies that have been touching on things below the sea, such as Black Panther 2, Avatar. If you follow my series, all of this comes back to the Bible. There was a god named Dagon. Look him up. Similar to King Triton, which is in the Little Mermaid series, but it's a man that had an upper body of a human and he also had scales. No play on words here. Let's just make it plain. All of this comes back to spiritual warfare. Everything around you, from Apple Vision to the encounter where the people in the Nevada area said they saw some beings. I don't necessarily know if they were aliens, but I like to say that we've always had other life form here. Nephilim, the fallen ones, and so on and so on. I don't need proof that there are extraterrestrial activity. All you got to do is read that book. There's several different species and beings that have always been here, trying to fight for dominance over your soul. So with that being said, man, I'm your man who did it. You all be blessed. I'm moving a little bit slower, man, but I'm still back on the scene. Big shout outs to all of you YouTube content creators. HD, I'm still watching. My boy Nicholas Jacobs, I seen you on Jose's stream the other day. Shalom, shalom, my brother. Andrew Walker, Smashball, Jose, Scrub, Detroit T. I see you guys, and I appreciate it. I missed the dialogue, but we will get up again soon, Lord willing. Peace.